He said, give the king thy judgment, O God, and thy righteousness unto the king's son. Verse 5. I don't want us to read the whole chapter. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. You guys are about to cause problem today. Why are these systems not working? He said, they shall fear thee as long as the sun and the moon endure. He said, throughout all generations, they tremble at your presence as far as the sun endures. Go to verse 8. He said, he shall have dominion also from sea to sea, and from river unto river, to the ends of the earth. Imagine you get to a level where you talk and it affects the whole earth. That's what God is preparing us for. And He can route several systems and several structures to take you there. You know, the kings of the earth, some of them understand this more than us, because they have built earthly systems. You see a king coming into power, and before his inauguration, he's talking and nations are already adjusting. Nations, decisions are already being made. If there is no peace in the Middle East until I'm inaugurated, all hell will break loose. And before inauguration, let's settle matter. Let's settle. Do you know the mentality these people have about who they are and the throne they occupy? See, if we had that level of mentality, the power that our lives will command will be scary. So dominion is the ability to govern and to reign. Dominion is to function in the God class or the glorified realm. Dominion is the capacity to prevail in any circumstance. Dominion is the capacity to have rest, come what may. And dominion is the power to influence, not control, influence the decisions, the character of people in a positive manner. That's what dominion is about. And this is what God said He will do in every one of us supernaturally this year. And so we are looking for the spiritual ways of routing these possibilities. And we said number 1 is by grace. We said number 2 is by light. And tonight we are looking at number 3, which is by discretion. So you can exercise authority, governance, and reign through discretion. You can function in the God realm of life through discretion. You can function prevailing over every opposition through discretion. You can function in the place of rest through discretion. And finally, you can exercise influence through discretion. What is discretion? Discretion is simply put sound judgment. The reason many never exercise dominion is because they are foolish in decision making. Nobody who makes foolish decisions can ever exercise dominion. It's like shooting yourself in the leg. Now, discretion is different from discerning of spirit. Discernment is different from discerning of spirits. I'm dealing with dominion through discernment. Discernment is different from what? Discerning of spirit. The gift of discerning of spirit is the capacity to identify and perceive the presence of spirits, be it of God, of man, of demons or devils. That is different from sound judgment. So discernment is not discerning of spirits. Discernment is discretion or sound judgment. So we are saying dominion can be exercised through sound judgment. And we want to study how to route dominion through sound judgment. And it's not just sound judgment in an intellectual sense of it. No. It is actually the ability to perceive God's will in a situation, thereby making the right decision. So dominion through discernment is a dimension of dominion exercised through sound judgment. And it's not intellectual judgment per se. It's the capacity to perceive God's will in a situation, and on the strength of that perception, making the right decision. If you will elaborate it further, I splitted it into 4. I said number 1, it is spiritual discernment. That means judging by the agency of the Spirit. 1 Corinthians 2 verse 12 to 14. We have not received the spirit that is of this world, but the Spirit which is of God, that we might know the things that are freely given to us by God. Verse 13, which things we speak, not with words that man's wisdom teaches. So this is not mental judgment. This is spiritual judgment. Not with words that man's wisdom teacheth, but which the Holy Ghost teacheth, comparing spiritual things with spiritual. Verse 14, he said, but the natural man. So he's giving you a distinction between decision made based on philosophy or mathematical logic from spiritual judgment. For the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of God. He said, for they are foolishness unto him. He said, neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. So we are dealing with judgment based on spiritual perception. That's why I call it spiritual discernment. Number 2, it is a judgment that helps you to define and to separate good from evil. So you are able to tell with all discretion, no matter how it is masqueraded, that this thing is evil. You can come to a place, they are speaking all the right language, acting all right, all nice, but something in your spirit tells you this thing is wrong. That's when you hold my hands,